a centre for disabled children and young adults, where people are kept, including children, strapped to their beds 24 hours a day and confined in tiny spaces. They occupied the place. There are apparently 35 such centres throughout Greece, and they're demanding of the Syriza government that they act to deal with this. We agreed to support the struggle going on.
Mr. Alexandros Ioannidis, First Counselor, Consulate General of Greece. This letter is being hand-delivered by a delegation from the Ontario Coalition Against Poverty. We are here in solidarity with the emancipation movement of people with disabilities, Zero Tolerance in Greece. In November of last year, they occupied a center for disabled children and young adults in the town of Lechania and exposed conditions of neglect and cruelty that clearly constituted an abuse of their human rights. This went to lengths of prolonged confinement in tiny spaces and the tying down of children to their beds round the clock. You may be aware that Human Rights Watch has taken up this matter and spoken in the clearest terms on the enormity of the abuses involved. You may also be aware that the horrors being perpetrated at the Lechenia Center are simply the tip of the iceberg. It is estimated that 85 such centers are operating throughout Greece, and that a huge and appalling abuse of the rights of disabled people is being perpetrated. Your country is, of course, facing an externally imposed agenda of the most brutal austerity. Regrettably, your government has decided to accept the logic of this agenda and embrace the infamous notion that there is no alternative. With regard to this disgusting treatment of these disabled children, we wish to convey to Mr. Spiros and his colleagues that an alternative must be found and that the obscene warehousing of human beings that has been exposed here must come to an end. OCAP wishes to join the emancipation movement of people with disabilities, Zero Tolerance, and with others internationally, including Disabled People Against Cuts, DPAC in the UK, in demanding decent, adequate, and humane conditions and services for these children and all disabled people in Greece. Thank you for your attention to this matter, and we await your response.